Phew! Y'all, it looks like Toni Braxton is officially sick and tired of her sister Tamar Braxton dragging their family name through the mud. Toni finally snapped and called Tamar out for being messy, and baby, the family drama is getting thick. If you missed the tea, Tamar has been on a wild roller coaster chaos over the last few months. From her drama with friends, to issues with her fiancé Jeremy Robinson, and even beefing with her own sister. Toni has clearly had enough of Tamar's shenanigans. Honestly, it's not hard to see why Toni feels fed up. Tamar has been caught up in one messy situation after another. First, there was a rocky relationship with Jeremy Robinson, also known as Junior. Their relationship was already turbulent, but nobody expected it to end the way it did. Out of nowhere, Junior announced that he had dumped Tamar, and she found out the same way the rest of the U.S. did, on social media. Junior made it clear that he initiated the breakup, writing, "Tamar and I are no longer together. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and becoming a better person. What happened and why is private. I never cheated. I never cared about fame. I was in a great place financially and mentally. I turned down Queen's Court several times before giving in. I fell in love, and it didn't end the way I hoped. I want to heal. Tamar and I will always be friends and family for life." To say Tamar was heartbroken would be an understatement. She poured her pain out online, saying, "Imagine your home being robbed, moving to a new city trying to find your tribe, never finding where you fit in, then finally trusting one person, only to have your car vandalized and the person you love break up with you all in the same hour. It's too much." But the mess didn't stop there. Just days after the breakup, it came out that Junior had been cheating on Tamar with none other than Tommy Lee, one of Tamar's biggest enemies. Soon after, Junior was spotted stepping out with Tommy publicly. Tommy tried not to make a big deal out of it, but Tamar threw shade right back, flexing and claiming that she could always get Junior back no matter what. And that's exactly why Toni has had enough. With all this public drama, messy relationships, and social media shade, Toni reportedly felt Tamar was embarrassing the family and dragging their name through unnecessary chaos. Baby, this family drama is far from over.
Look like somebody might as well be the coach. Who that? That's what I want to say to the people.
Don't
Who
play
that?
with it, don't play with it.
Who that?
That's why I had to go get my man back, y'all. And I know y'all lying. If y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game, while we was broke up.
Tamar beefing with Tommy was already embarrassing enough, especially over Junior, but it got even worse when she started beefing with Krazian Rock. Now, y'all, being a Braxton and getting into it with Krazian of all people is straight up humiliating. And honestly, I can see exactly why Toni Braxton is completely sick and tired of Tamar Braxton. That whole situation with Krazian went down at Tamar's concert last year, and Toni was right there in the building watching everything unfold in real time. Imagine standing on stage trying to keep your legacy classy while your little sister is caught up in chaos and internet beef. Yeah, Toni had to be mortified.
Your man, as you call it, that is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my and I sent him on his way. It wasn't.
But she also revealed that JR had been telling her tea about Tamar.
JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton. Not Mrs. Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no sold out. Between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week.
And Toni's disgust was written all over her face. She didn't even try to hide it. According to an insider, she allegedly got into it with Tamar Braxton after that day because she felt it was a terrible idea for Tamar to invite Chrisean Rock in the first place. And let's be real, Chrisean never knows how to act. Drama follows her everywhere. She's as ratchet as they come. And honestly, even Stevie Wonder could have seen that situation was about to go left. Things calmed down for Tamar for a hot minute after that. But the peace didn't last long. The drama picked right back up with the launch of the Braxton family's new reality show, The Braxtons. Only a handful of episodes have aired, but baby, it's already packed with chaos. And surprise, surprise, most of it centers around Tamar. One of the main storylines follows the sisters and their mother, Evelyn Braxton, go to therapy to cope with the heartbreaking loss of their sister, Tracy Braxton. We've seen emotional group therapy sessions, but tensions have been running high, especially between Tamar and Towanda Braxton. In one episode, everything was going smoothly until Towanda decided to spill her truth about how painful it feels not being close to Tamar anymore. She admitted she feels completely numb about their relationship. Of course, Tamar wasn't having it. She jumped in, accusing Towanda of never trying to stay in touch with her. Then things really popped off when Tamar started throwing serious shade, saying Towanda makes time for everyone else in the family, but it's crickets when it comes to her. The final petty blow? Tamar claimed Towanda didn't even bother to call or text her on her birthday. And just like that, therapy turned into another family showdown.
Krishan Rockgate just keeps getting better. Look at this Toni Braxton, the living legend Toni Braxton. That's Krishan bending over, touching her toes to make her bring it back. Look at the face. She like, I know you lying. That's gonna be a gift, Toni. A meme, a gift that is going in social media history. Krishan was lit. She was the lituation. Tamar looks gorgeous. Toni's face! Ah! Toni's face! Again, y'all, that's Krishan Rock busting it open and bringing it back, dropping it back down low, and digging it back up. And Toni is looking like, I am confusion. Somebody come get him. I just couldn't. God bless everybody. I'm still, James is. Like, share, comment below, y'all. Like, share, comment below. Follow the page. What y'all think?
Once again, y'all could see it all over Toni Braxton's face. She was completely over the drama. And as if things weren't messy enough already, Tamar Braxton went off on her family for not having her back. She took to social media and vented, saying the gaslighting was out of control and that she was going back into treatment. Tamar wrote that she was praying her marriage could be saved and that her life could be spared, calling the situation overwhelming and heartbreaking. She went on to say that her family was toxic and that she regretted ever returning to reality TV. Tamar admitted she was single and sad and struggling with everything going on in her life, especially with the pressure of filming. What made things even more confusing is that it appeared Tamar and Jeremy Robinson had secretly gotten married and then split shortly after everything they had been through. It shocked a lot of people that she would still go ahead and marry him, but that's exactly what it looked like. Tamar also accused fans of spreading negativity about her relationship. She said when she posts something positive, nobody pays attention, but when she posts something negative, it goes viral. She questioned why people seem to want her life to fall apart and asked why she can't just be healthy and healed. She made it clear that Jeremy has been the most positive person in her life, calling him her best friend and family, and saying people want her to speak badly about him even though she refuses to do so. And it definitely looks like Tamar is still down bad for Junior, because just a few days ago, on his birthday, she gifted him an iced-out chain. At this point, the emotions are high, the relationships are complicated, and the Braxton family drama is far from over.